Do you have anything for us?
I do. I have a definite. This is a subject I really want your opinion on.
All right.
And I'm almost positive that you don't know about this story. Maybe you do. Most certainly thinking you don't. And I think you'll have a real thought on this.
Okay.
So, we talk constantly. And I think a part of it is almost like a silent tribute to Bob Nalbandian.
Okay.
But
I
we
kind of paid tribute to him last week with playing the Writ.
Yes, exactly. But one topic we always cover that came to us 1,000% because of Bob, band versus brand.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was honored to be a part of that documentary.
Correct. And Bob really did a great job of showcasing why the brand is so much more important than the band.
Correct.
Well, what I'm about to tell you, is the ultimate band versus brand.
Okay.
And real quick before I tell you that, I'm just going to answer a question in the chat so they don't fucking go on endlessly about it. Yes, J-Rad, that was Alyssa White Glues on vocals with the Nita Strauss song. Yes. They did that song together. There's a video. They both flail around. It's awesome.
Did I not say that?
You did, but they're still asking questions about it, so I'm answering the question.
All right.
So anyway, back to band versus brand.
Yes.
This here is maybe the most glaring example of band versus brand since we've been talking about it for 10 years?
Yeah, at least. It's been a while.
You are going to love this.
Okay.
John Bush has announced that he is going to play a few shows exclusively playing the music of Anthrax that he did.
I'm going to that show.
Are you going? Okay.
Yeah, he's playing at the Arcada.
Okay.
Ron Onesti is having him, and he's having what is that, K7 or whatever it is, open for him or something.
No. Category 7 is his band for this.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they couldn't move any tickets as Category 7.
Yeah, so you got to have a name.
So they changed the name to the Music of Anthrax, John Bush and the Music of Anthrax. But it's literally Phil Demmel, Mike Orlando, Jason Bittner from Category 7, as well as John Bush. The only guy not in it is Jack Gibson, who's being replaced by Joey Vera because Jack has a scheduling conflict, which I'm assuming is with Exodus.
Sure.
So they scrap one tour, change around a little bit of what they're going to do, and they're still going to go out and do it. And you can bet they're going to play some Category 7 songs.
Well, of course they are.
They should.
Because on the Onesti bill, because it popped up this week.
Yeah.
It indicated that with Category 7, it says John Bush doing the music of Anthrax, also with Category 7.
Okay. Well, the article, and I mean, that could be true too. Maybe they are going to do like a 6 or 7 song opening set and then flip over the scrims to Anthrax and go. But the article says joining Bush on stage will be his Category 7 bandmates, Phil Demmel guitar, Mike Orlando guitar, and Jason Bittner drums, along with his longtime Armored Saint partner and best friend Joey Vera on bass.
Sure.
Cat 7 bassist Jack Gibson has a schedule conflict and is unable to make the gigs. So, is this not the biggest band versus brand example that we've ever seen?
Well, again, yeah, because you got to have a name that people recognize. I mean, hardcores will know who Category 7 is.
Correct.
But the average Eddie Trunk listener, not so much. But if they know John Bush, is going to be singing Anthrax tunes because Anthrax, obviously John Bush is a well-known vocalist, but I would say that on any advertisement, what might catch your eye is Anthrax.
Right. Mm-hmm. They probably, Onesti just put these tickets on sale?
Yeah, this week.
Okay, so let's say they sold, how many seats does that place hold, do you know? Just off the top of your head. 900?
900. Mm-hmm.
So let's say they sold 300 tickets when this got announced. Does that sound fair?
It's plausible, sure.
How many of those 300 people do you think know anything about Category 7? 5?
Probably very few. This is exactly how it's listed. December 18th, John Bush celebrating the songs of Anthrax 1993 through 2003. Special guests, Category 7.
Well, maybe they'll play a few songs.
So it sounds like it's almost like they're opening. You know what I mean? It makes it sound as if Category 7 is opening for John Bush.
They're probably just going to do 4 or 5 songs and then flip the script and just do 10 Anthrax songs. One night out. You'll get another band added to this. Don't you think? You'll get some local band that'll be added to this.
Absolutely.
So it'll be a local band, then it'll be a Category 7 set, because they only have, 10 songs.
Right.
So you're only going to get 5 or 6 of them. You know, and then I mean, I'm not saying that by no means. I hope nobody's taking this as me shitting on this. I'm glad they found a way to get out there. But I just see this as the ultimate band versus brand. As a band, Category 7 could not tour. But they rearranged it just by changing what the singer's going to sing, and now they can tour. Or they could play, 3 or 4 shows or something. It's not like a ton.
Right.
It's 3 shows. It's L.A., Chicago, New York. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see that, if you want to see the John Bush thing, I guess, you go to one of them cities. Far west, far east, in the middle. It's a nice little plan. Pretty good.
I just shot you over the advert so you could see it. So,
yeah, I believe.
But that popped up this week. I saw that and I go, yeah, I'm definitely going to that.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no shit. Well, good on you. You get lucky. You get finally an advantage to living in Chicago, right?
Right. But that's, that's literally not in Chicago. That's like 60 miles west of Chicago.
Right.
So it's a little over 100 miles away from me.
You gonna take one of your girlfriends?
Oh, of course.
Or both?
Well, I know the one probably has no interest in this at all.
Is that the one that wears skirts or doesn't wear skirts?
Well, which one would you guess?
I would guess Sal, so I'm going to say Taylor.
Well, I would think that Sal has zero interest in this.
Really? You don't think he'd be into John Bush?
No. Taylor would be all over this.
I would think, but she might be one of them people that hates John Bush. Oh.
No,
there are those people.
No, we went to see
that's right. You saw
Great Armored Saint and Wasp twice.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, at least you'll have one girlfriend to go out with. That'll be good. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. I just saw this and thought, well, Neely's got to think about this.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's got to sell tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you got to do to sell some tickets? You got to have a recognizable brand name,
right?
And I would love to hear John Bush do some Sound of White Noise.
Yeah, oh, dude, that part's going to be fantastic. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
He should be doing that anyway. He should be doing that tour. Hopefully these 3 days sell out and he gets it through his head that fans want to see it. He should travel with this. If he's going to tour in 2026, he should tour that. Don't you think?
Well, I mean, I think he's been pretty successful with Armored Saint being out there because they get a really good response.
They do.
So do you sideline your Armored Saint bandmates so you can go out there and tour solo?
Well, depends on if they have something to tour on.
Well, if they have an opportunity to, package up with somebody and if these guys count on, making some money as musicians, this is one of those deals where, let me just give you an example. This is a weak example. Mm-hmm. So don't kill me for saying this, but back in the early part of the 2000s, Tracy Guns wanted to work with Nikki Sixx with that Brides of Destruction.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought that the LA Guns guys would just sit back and let him go do that because he thought that by working with Nikki Sixx and getting out there with their project would raise the profile of LA Guns. Then he would come back to LA Guns and then they could go out and tour as LA Guns. And they were just like, fuck that. We need the money too. We're not just going to sit at home and do nothing.
True.
And that's how Tracy ended up out of the band for 20 years.
Right.
Until, he and Phil teamed up again after, that hiatus. And they've been out there ever since.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. Dude, would it be wrong to think of Armored Saint with special guest John Bush doing Anthrax?
Well, again, now comes another, and again, I don't know what the dynamic of Armored Saint is.
Mm-hmm.
But the next thing is, well, if we do it that way, John Bush is going to command a second salary. Not only does he get whatever he makes with Armored Saint, but then if he goes out there and does Anthrax song, then he gets paid twice. And now while we're going to sit back in the dressing room waiting for him, he gets to cash in.
Yeah, he also has to work.
True. I'm not saying that his contributions aren't worth the money that he gets paid, but you're using Armored Saint as your springboard to get a second gig while we don't make anything. You see what I mean? It becomes a jealousy thing. I don't even know if they're like that.
I can see it because band guys are like that. I get your point. It's just, you would think at this point in the game, they're just happy to be out there.
Well, maybe. And again, it could work out. But again, I don't know what their relationship dynamic is or anything. But, you go, well, we're out here as Armored Saint, and then you get to break off and do a whole set by yourself doing Anthrax songs.
Yeah, well, that's because he had a 10-year career outside of Armored Saint.
And I can understand him doing it without them because it's like, oh, well, John's doing his thing while, we reconvene and get another tour with, whether it's Wasp or something like that,
Yeah,
but
I'm just trying to
them out.
I'm trying to take
them out and then do double duty.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think through the whole thing. And Joey Vera is part of this thing, so I don't think he would have too big of a problem personally. And he does a bunch of other different things anyway himself. Right. He's always out there with King Diamond or with somebody playing. So I don't think on his level he would be a problem. So really it comes down to Gonzo and who's the other guy? I can't think of his name. God, this has been the worst night for me thinking names. I cannot think. Whoever the other guys that are left from Armored Saint, are they really going to balk? They don't have nothing else going on. Are they really going to balk because John Bush and Joey Vera are making a little extra coin?
No, but they're doing it without, riding the Armored Saint name as part of the package. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
They're doing their own thing independently of Armored Saint, but when you bring Armored Saint into the mix and then you're making additional money on top of that.
Yeah, but you're playing a different set with different guys.
Well, we know that, but the thing is they might look at it as like, well, why are we out here and we only get X amount of dollars as a band, but then you get to go out there and make more dollars, after we performed, and then you get to go out there and make more.
Let me ask this in a completely neutral, not naming names name.
Right.
But I'm sure you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. We know of a guy that does that. That plays with another band that he used to be in a few songs a night.
Yes. Yeah.
Are the other guys mad about that?
They're not mad about it. I think it only has to do with the principals that not comfortable with it.
Okay.
Because he doesn't think somebody should be shuttled off the stage to let the king back in.
I do get that.
That's the rub there.
Do you think that that's why he doesn't bring out his 3 named band? He just does his own solo show, like
maybe
because his band would be mad.
Maybe.
God, band guys are petty.
Yeah, well, again, it's just like, why do you get to do this and we don't? And how come you get to go home with, $10,000 in your pocket and we only go home with 2?
I'm so glad we're not like that.
But it's just
it's
just how it is, man. It's just it's ridiculous. And you've known me a long time.
Yeah.
Money doesn't mean that much to me.
Me either. But can you imagine if look, I'll just say it right now. You're making a lot more money than me right now, I think. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Knowing what you made last year is probably double what I'm going to make this year.
Okay, fair enough.
Can you imagine if I came on here every day? I don't know why I'm doing this show with you, man. You're already making twice as much money as me.
Yeah, but
what are we doing?
But the thing is that I'm not making money with your involvement.
No, I'm just saying, just as a principle of it, though.
Well, as a principle, but if I were carting you out in the front of my business and using you to make my money, you know what I mean? But we don't do that because we're independent of each other.
Yeah, I mean, I just wonder if and I don't wonder this about you, but just in general, like if I had gotten you that job somehow, let's just say I knew your bosses and I made the phone call and I got you the gig, and then you were making a lot more money than me doing a job that I got you, would I be jealous of that? And my answer, I would hope, is no.
Right.
I would, and I would. I look at what we're talking about here is the same way. Is yes, John Bush made his name with Armored Saint.
Right.